Alright folks, and something's going on here. Something's going on here with YouTube. I want to thank everybody for joining me on that premiere of me and Janice and Giselle doing a walking tour. Thanks to everybody who sent out super chat funds. Thank you very much. But this has happened on the past two videos, the past two premieres. And it's either a good thing or a bad thing. And what has happened is the minute the premiere spins up, my video quality drops from 4K or 1080, whatever I had it set in, down to the lowest level. It drops down to 360 or 144, whatever the hell the lowest level is. You can barely see the video, it's so grainy, and then it glitches. You'll see like 2 seconds, it pauses, then it glitches again. And my typing in the chat box, I'm a fast typist. People say this shit ain't live. It is live. I'm just a fast typist. I can type fast. Because I went to my first typing class in 9th grade. One of the best things I ever did, right? Learned typing in high school. I can type pretty damn fast. But it throttles my typing speed to like 1 character per second. So I type out my message, then I have to sit there and wait for 15 to 20 seconds for it to display on the scene, on the screen, before I can hit enter. So I'm blaming this old laptop, and folks, I'm an Apple guy. I'm not blaming Apple products. This thing has seen hell because it has ripped, burned, edited more hour-plus long 4K 60-frame videos than probably anybody's machine. I've got the use out of this thing, trust me. The batteries were swelled up, we had to take them out, so it's not even a laptop anymore. It's a desktop in a laptop form. I got the fans running full blast, and I'm looking at the temperature, and I know what temperature it'll cut off. And so everything on the temperature wise, even though it's getting hot, it's in normal operating range because I have the fans going full blast. It's an app called Max Fan Control, and I keep them on full blast just to keep this thing going. So anyhow, the minute the past two premieres spin up, degraded video quality, 1 character per second typing speed, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here, right? I blame the laptop. But the minute the premiere cut off, this thing flicks to a Cody Jinks video. Great artist, by the way. You want to listen to some great country music. Cody Jinks. He's one of those, wow, I ain't been around America in a decade or so. Maybe you know all about him. I didn't know about him until recently, past year, 6 months. Great artist, love his music. Anyhow, so I was listening, or the next video was a Cody Jinks video. The minute it swaps off of the premiere to a regular video, it goes right back to 4K quality or 1440, whatever it is, and everything's fine. It's not the laptop. So when I joke and I say YouTube servers are getting heated up because they can't handle the traffic, I think that's most likely the most likely explanation is that because it's a 4K video and so many people are watching 4K. Now this is 4K 30, but a lot of them I've filmed in the past are 4K 60, which taxes the system even worse. But I'm almost thinking that so many of you fine folks out there are watching my premiere. I mean, we got up to like 720 something. Amazing. Now we did break the 800 mark on one premiere, but now we're like routinely breaking the 600 or the 700 mark. I want to say thank you. Wow. But I think what it's doing is heating up YouTube servers so much they can't handle the traffic. So maybe you in the States, you're not seeing that degradation of the video quality because obviously everything is US centric. It's focused on the US and providing US users with the best viewing quality. But I'm sitting here in the Philippines, right? And my quality, the minute it kicked off, went to 0, glitching, 0 typing speed. So if I look at it in a positive sense, it's just because, like I said, so many of you fine folks are watching at the same time on the premiere that the servers that are servicing the Philippines or this region, they can't handle it. I mean, maybe it's just me, but that would be strange because I have some of the fastest internet in the Philippines. My internet is 150 up, 150 down. And I think now it's more like 180 up, 180 down, and it's consistent. So it's not my internet. It's not the computer. Because the minute that thing kicked off and clicked to a regular video, everything went back to 4K quality, no problem. So I would like to think that's the reason, which is just like a good thing due to the amount of folks that are watching simultaneously. It's just like a little small subliminal sign of success. And I want to say thanks for watching the premiere. A lot of people don't understand the premiere feature. They think that it's live. And I was very confused at first once they rolled out that feature. I don't know what, a couple years ago. But basically the premiere is where you upload a video as normal. But if you do it as a premiere, it drops at the same time, and there's the chat box and everybody can watch it. So the chat box is live. There's 700 and something of us this morning that were watching this video at the same time, commenting at the same time. And it's what they call the premiere feature. And if you don't understand that and somebody doesn't explain it to you, you think it's live, and then you see this chat box and then you think it's some type of hocus pocus fraud or what have you, but that's not what's going on. It's called the premiere feature. The video is pre-recorded, but the chat box is live. I assure you it's live. It's a lot easier to run than a live stream because the live stream depends on so many things, and here you have brownouts. Sometimes the signal's not good, whatever, and it's very difficult to run a live stream here without having some type of problem and the stream going down. I mean, I've done them, but I just kind of got away with it. It was such just tedious work trying to make sure the thing is running, and I'm drinking, so I'm not really good into technical work when I'm drinking and singing videoke and everything else. But the premiere feature works better because it's not as dependent on the bandwidth, and the quality is better. You're seeing the 4K quality because it's uploaded in 4K, where if I go live, it's going to be dependent upon my upload bandwidth, if that makes any sense. So anyhow, with that said, the only other thing would be that for some reason YouTube don't like my comments and they're throttling my typing speed. I don't think that's the case. But I'm over here in this region, the Chinese Communist Party, they don't like me. Xi Jinping owes me $17 million for pain and suffering due to the fact that his people, him and Fauci, people at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, who don't know how to wash their fucking hands and properly decontaminate themselves after doing gain of function research on coronaviruses, started all this shit. So Xi Jinping owes me about $17 million that was awarded to me in the court of the kingdom of Marquitos. That would be me. I presided over the fucking case, and I ruled that some bitch owes me $17 million for causing me to be away from my little girl. That's it. Because of his shit, I didn't get to see my little girl for months. I was robbed of time of her, 2 years old, 3 years old, because of this shit that came out of Wuhan, supported and funded by Fauci, enemies of humanity. So anyhow, are they throttling me because they're scared of what I'm going to say? And I talk about Fiery Cross Reef, and when I get worldwide comms established, Fiery Cross Reef is going on high alert because I fucking upset the fucking CCP. Maybe so. I mean, China has that capability. So are they just fucking with me? Y'all fucking with me over there in Beijing? That piss you off? I pissed you off to the point that you fucking throttle my chat box on my premiere feature because I got people around the world listening? Is that what you're doing? Just throwing that little bug in there? And the minute my premiere's over, just to fuck with me? Well, I appreciate this part. You let me listen to Cody Jinks and watch the rest of my videos back in 4K. I appreciate that part. Don't fuck up my damn music now. Don't be fucking up my music. When I want to listen to some Sturgill Simpson, Cody Jinks, Jamie Johnson, you know, all that good stuff, all that music that comes out of Yellowstone, not Yellowstone National Park, Yellowstone the series. I mean, if you're with the CCP, you probably don't watch Yellowstone, but you should. It's a great fucking drama series right there in Montana. What do y'all think, Bosch? Thinks the CCP throttling my ass, throwing that little bug into YouTube servers over here? I mean, for Christ's sakes, if the Chinese can hack the guidance system on our Navy warships and say, oh, you're over here fucking around in our backyard, okay, we'll just drive your little warship into a fucking cargo ship. How do you like that, motherfuckers? Take that, don't come back. Oh shit, did I say that? I fail to see how two highly trained, highly motivated group of sailors can drive a couple of our warships into cargo ships. I think the Chinese hacked that guidance system and that fucking steering system. It's fly-by-wire, right? It's hackable. And they basically said, alright, you come over here and fuck around in the South China Sea, we'll just drive your little boat into the side of a cargo ship. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Is that what happened? Inquiring minds want to know. Just like I want to know is that you motherfuckers throttling my chat box because it's severely impacting my communication with my 35,100 plus soldiers here that watch my show. Just thought I'd throw that out there, folks. That was just strange. And this happened twice. It didn't seem to be happening on the iPad. Didn't seem to be happening on the iPad, but I only flicked over there for a couple messages and then the battery tanked. I was unprepared. I forgot to plug the iPad in last night. And so it had like 5% on the battery, and that shit went dead in the middle of a premiere. I gotta get my shit together. I'm the world's worst YouTuber when it comes to YouTube. I'm really good at drinking beer and talking to the camera and talking about philosophy and stuff like that. I'm not real good at running the technical aspect of YouTube. I'm not a professional photographer or videographer, although I am slowly learning about ISO and gain, shutter speed. What's the other one? The aperture. Like, I know now that this camera has a maximum, is it maximum or minimum? Maximum aperture. Well, 2.8 is the lowest it'll go. The lower you go, like the better low light, more depth of field, all that. I know that now, that my camera will go down to 2.8. If I'm shooting 30 frames, I set the shutter speed for 60. Then I let the camera do the automatic on the aperture. But I try to keep it at 2.8. If it goes up, I apply. If I'm outside, it goes up. There's too much light, I apply an ND filter, neutral density filter, and I can get that thing looking right. But I'm far from being professional. And I damn sure don't know all the ins and outs of YouTube. I'm a pirate looking at 50. I'm not some skinny jean wearing Call of Duty shithead that has been glued to a laptop since he was 2 years old, that knows everything about everything, right down to the fact that he can write the code on this shit. That's not me. I'm a pirate looking at 50. So I'm doing the best that I can do with what I know, and it was all taught to me by this genius marketing expert. You know what his name was? His name's fucking Marcos. You're looking at him. All right, there you go. I don't got a degree in mass media. Okay. All right, folks. That's just what I'm gonna say. Just thought I would throw that out there while it was fresh in my mind, because I was lagging behind on saying thank you or replying to your comments in that chat box on this last video and the one before. But it's due to some type of lag over here. You know, and there's no way of me knowing. Well, I can look at the metrics, but there's no way really, I think, of me knowing how many people are watching simultaneously from the Philippines. So they say they don't have such a robust server system that's serving this region. You know, if there's 500 of you fine folks watching from the Philippines, maybe we're crippling the servers to where it has to degrade our signal coming in. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm speculating like Ron Burgundy. There was a comment about Ron Burgundy. Wow, that's giving up too much of the mystery. You'd have to scroll back through the whole video and look at the chat box to pick up on that. I've said too much. I've said too much already. Let the mystery remain.